Hi, I'm Haley Miller.
And I'm Hope Dye.
We're here with Bridgette Clark, the fitness instructor here at St. Mary's, for our show, A Day in the Life.
So a lot of students at St. Mary's who come to work out at the Angela facility, they see you a lot. You're teaching the classes, Pilates, yoga, and we all know who you are, but we don't really know a lot about you. Do you want to just tell us where you're from, where you live now, and a little bit about your family?
Sure. So I grew up in Rolling Prairie, Indiana, which is about 30 minutes this way, south of South Bend. And I am married, and I have a 3-year-old daughter. And
She's so cute, too.
Yeah, we saw her at dinner.
She's fun. She's definitely the best part of my life. She's just incredible. You just can't imagine how much you love. Oh, she's just awesome. So I'm going to her. And I have a 11-year-old stepson, and we live in South Bend.
Okay.
So what type of classes do you teach at St. Mary's?
I teach Pilates, yoga, and spinning.
And that's Monday through Thursday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How many classes do you teach in a week?
10.
That's a lot.
And St. Mary's?
That's just St. Mary's. So before Gianna was born, I also ran the Pilates and yoga program at Norwood Country Club.
Oh, wow.
And I taught at Memorial Health and Lifestyle Center. So I can't do that many anymore. So now I'm just at St. Mary's.
Oh, you're just at St. Mary's now. Oh, okay.
How long have you been working at St. Mary's?
8 years.
8 years, wow. How did you get your start at St. Mary's?
Mark Hamilton, your golf coach, is my cousin.
Oh.
No way. I played golf my freshman year.
Oh.
So I know him.
Yes, so he told me there was an opening for a fitness instructor, and I came and interviewed with Lynn Kashmerik, and that was the story. So I love it. I love my St. Mary's girls. This is my favorite jobs. This is why I'm here after the baby's born, because I absolutely love my St. Mary's girls.
Were you a fitness instructor before St. Mary's?
Mm-hmm.
How long had you been one before?
I have been teaching group fitness classes since my freshman year in college.
Wow.
So when you came to St. Mary's, did they have all the classes like yoga, Pilates, or is that something you kind of started?
I believe I brought those programs here. There was a woman who taught before me who did aerobics, more like high impact aerobics, step aerobics.
Wow. And maybe tell us, you were in Chicago recently, correct? Doing some more. Could you tell us a little about that?
So this past weekend was Pilates on Tour, and it's a convention all just about Pilates, mostly the reformer exercises, which I showed you the first day of class. I show you a book of Joseph Pilates, and they're the classes, most of the moves that the Pilates mat were taken from the reformer. And so it's to stay up to date on new things, and just to learn from the elders, the Pilates elders.
Right. So could you tell us a little bit more about Joseph Pilates and how it started? Yes,
so he came to the United States in about 1920, I believe. I should have practiced my dates. But he was just beyond his years in what he was trying to do with Pilates. And the first book he wrote, you can just hear the aggravation in his voice, where he's trying to convince the doctors and the medical community how great this program is that he has developed, this Pilates program. It's all about the core and working from the inside out, and it really is fabulous exercise, and it didn't really take hold here. I thought it didn't take hold about the 1990s.
It was pretty recently, all the stars got into Pilates,
and I
never heard about it.
I think that's when it started becoming more popular. But at this convention I was at, and listening to one of the elders, he was from London, and they sent him to America to learn this new pilates, and learn what it was all about, because he was in the dancing community, because it's really taken off amongst dancers, ballet dancers, is where it really got its big start. And so they sent him here back in 1970 to learn more about it. So I didn't, its roots went back so far. I mean, it goes way back farther to the early 1900s, but that it was, had gone across seas, which he's from Germany, so.
Okay. So do you have a reformer you use?
It's coming. It's on its way.
Oh, wow. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are there different types of reformers? Because that manual that you showed me had different types of machines?
So there are some that are they're higher off the floor. They're a little bit easier to work with your clientele, and maybe some older clientele who don't have to go all the way down to the floor. Some are on the floor, so it's easier to stack them up in maybe a health club setting or push under your bed. Then there's a Cadillac, which is a little bit higher. Again, it's easier to work with clients, but then it has a whole trapeze thing that you can hang from and do all kinds of fabulous exercises. So there's over 500 exercises you can do with all that equipment.
So let's get back to you for a minute. How did you get into fitness?
My mom's best friend opened a health club when I was in high school, probably my sophomore year. So we would go and do aerobic classes together, my mom and I. It was our bonding, you know, when you wore the shiny spandex and leg warmers and, you know, that kind of stuff. And that was our bonding time. And we would always do aerobic classes. And I was in pom-poms in high school. And when I went to college, I just really missed, like, you know, the exercise routines and the kind of the dance routines. So I used to take aerobic classes at Purdue North Central, is where I went my freshman year. And they lost their instructor, and then I thought, I could do this. I choreograph routines. I could choreograph an aerobic routine. So I started to do it, and then they paid for me to go get certified and be legit and legal, and that's how it all started.
Wow. Cool.
And do you have any, you said you went to college at Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you graduate? Do you have like physical therapy? Is that?
It's called Movement and Sports Science.
Okay.
So it's the pre-physical therapy. They don't have a physical therapy, but that's the degree you take to go on to physical therapy.
And you also are masseuse? Or
Yes. So while I was in college, I also went, my mom's friend, who she's going to go learn to become a massage therapist, and I thought that'd be a great complement to physical therapy. So I did that while I was in college, and it was a great part-time job. But then I love it. I fell in love with it. It's so rewarding to help people to feel better and have a better quality of life.
That's awesome.
That is, yeah.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about Bells for Fitness. I know one just finished one segment of it.
Yes, so I started Bells for Fitness. So I've been here for 8 years, and I started noticing that 2 weeks before spring break, the gym is absolutely packed with girls just killing themselves, working out for like 3 hours or more, you know, trying to lose their holiday pounds for spring break. And I'm like, we have to do something about this. This is so unsafe. So I started Bells for Fitness, and it starts from the week you get back and goes to a week before spring break, which was 5 to 6 weeks, so that you could lose your, you know, the average person gains 5 pounds between Thanksgiving and New Year's. So you could lose.
I didn't know that.
I think it really starts Halloween to New Year's. But so that you could lose it safely, effectively over 6 weeks instead of trying to lose it in 2 weeks.
Well, that's a really good thing.
And did you come up with that? Yeah, did you come up with that yourself, or is that something that you kind of worked with other students on?
No, myself, because Lynn Kashmerick was the athletic director, and I would tell her, I'm like, this is, we have to do something. They're just that's so not healthy, and so that was how I approached her and said, how about we try this, and it's really has taken off.
Yeah, we're on a Bells for Fitness team, and it's fun. Like it's kind of like a team.
Yeah, we get on each other.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about, because research says over and over, when you have the support of your friends and your loved ones, you have a better success rate. So that's what it's all about. So forming teams, and then having that camaraderie, and to kind of give yourself that little extra push. South Bend, Indiana is cloudy a lot, and especially in January, February, we don't see the sun for maybe 18 days at a time. You just want to go hibernate in your room and eat comfort food, and this helps you get out, get some fresh air, get exercising, release the stress, boost your immunity to fight off the germs that run through your campus, and it just helps you to feel better.
Yeah.
Well, I know we really appreciate your classes, spinning, Pilates, and yoga. We do them all. Any more questions?
Do you have any good fitness, stretching, any health tips? Because you always give them out in class.
I do. You have to come to class to get those health tips.
There you go.
That's a good way to start it, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time. It was great getting to know you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
We hope to see you next time on A Day in the Life.